Hey Fragrance family, I'm David.
I'm Jer.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Coming at you again with another fragrance review, this time on Memoirs of a Trespasser by Imaginary Authors.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
Really excited about this one. Really excited about this line.
Yes.
Heard a lot of good things. And let's get straight to it.
Quick shout out. Hey Josh. What's up, man? Good to see you. Hope you enjoy the review.
Date introduced is 2012. It's classified as an Oriental vanilla. Notes are Madagascar vanilla, guaiac wood, myrrh, benzoin, ambrette, and oak barrels.
And on Fragrantica, there's clay in the little pictures.
What?
I think it's cool. Let's roll with it. There's clay in there, folks.
There's clay. What'd you get out of longevity out of this?
Dude, it's beast mode longevity on me.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Dare I? Beast mode! Dude, okay. Put it on. I've worn this a few times. Put it on around 6 a.m. Okay, still kicking at like 5 p.m. Took a shower.
Wow.
Smell it.
It's there.
Dude, beast moding.
Wow.
What you get?
Average.
What the?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's only average on me.
Wow, that's a big gap.
Yeah.
All right.
What'd you get a projection?
The projection, I think, was actually just more on the average side. I never felt like it was getting away from me. Mm-hmm. In the beginning, it was fairly strong, but then, you know, after a few hours, I had to go fishing to smell it, which was actually kind of surprising to me that it lasted so long, but stayed closer to the skin.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be a product of the notes or whatever.
Yeah, I got average as well. Season, I would say this is best for fall and winter, and I think day or night. I think this screams fall.
Yes, it's been like 2 years, dude.
We had to bring it back. Your daughter's gonna love this.
Yes, she loves it, dude. She laughs so hard. If you don't know, the things that I do on these videos, these little weird things, have become like memes around my house. Like they just get inserted in conversation all the time. So fall is one of them.
Purpose, I would say this is great for casual, and I think this could even work formal. I think this would be good for that too.
Okay, yeah. It's kind of weird. You know how it is. The weird fragrances are good for formal.
Yeah. What does this remind you of?
Nothing I've ever really smelled before.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, this is so unique. The main thing that I get when I first start wearing this fragrance, the main feeling is dirty. Like it seems dirty and dangerous. You know what I mean? Like it kind of fits in that same genre to me as like Sombre Negra and I don't know, that's the closest thing I can compare it to. It doesn't smell like that,
yeah,
but it's got that rough and rugged edge to me. You know what I mean? I don't know what, I mean, I know what the notes are, but I can't really pull them out per se. Like I guess some of that guaiac wood or the myrrh is what you're smelling, but it's got like this dirty, dry, arid quality to it. The fact that it says clay is kind of funny to me because it smells dirty and kind of muddy.
Yeah.
And I read someone who wrote on Fragrantica about it, and they talked about how they parallel it to the name, the Memoirs of a Trespasser. That a trespasser is someone who doesn't really belong where they are and may have ill intent. And I think this scent really fits that. And I have to really give Josh kudos. I think that name is really evocative of the scent. You know what I mean? This is a really interesting line. I'm really looking forward to doing more of these.
Yeah, me too.
But that's about all I get from the scent. It's just, it's to me, it kind of actually shares a little bit of DNA with a Later Days at Americaine.
Okay.
You know, I'm talking about some of that dry, sandy quality to it. It doesn't really smell like that because I like this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But anyway, what about you?
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting fragrance.
Yeah.
It's it's a vanilla fragrance.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of vanilla, but underneath the vanilla, you get the smell of burning wood.
Yeah.
And from the guaiac and the oak, and I love oak. Mm-hmm. Oak is one of my favorite notes in a fragrance, just because we have a lot of oak trees around here. Mm-hmm. Oak is not a very uncommon tree, but I mean we have a lot of oak trees around here, especially downtown. We have these southern oaks; they're huge, but we also have, if you have a fireplace or whatever, you get oak wood that you can burn. So a lot of the wood fire that you smell around town during the fall and winter is oak. Yeah. So that's the smell that we kind of associate with with a fireplace. Certain places are different around the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, so whenever I smell it, it reminds me kind of I don't know. It's almost like someone cooking cookies in a campfire or something like that. It's kind of bizarre, but it's perfect. Like the smokiness, if it's out of control, like Interlude Man.
Yes.
Is too much. That's like I was just at a bonfire for 5 hours and can't get it out of my clothes.
Yeah.
But this level of smokiness is perfect.
Yeah.
There's almost like a caramelized sugar quality to it too. It has like a real sweet, sharp edge to it almost.
Nike swoosh.
Yeah, Nike swoosh. Just do it. Just do this fragrance. What I really like about this line is the concept of imaginary fictitious authors writing imaginary fictitious books.
Yeah.
So you have this one author, he has a whole bio on him on the website.
So amazing.
You know, with like his date of birth and death and things. And what this book is kind of about, like a synopsis of it. This author has another book, you know, a fragrance in the line.
Right.
So I forget which one it was.
It's Cape Heartache.
Cape Heartache.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. But when you think about Memoirs of a Trespasser, and then you smell burning fire, you think it's really evocative.
It really is.
Like you really think of, you know, you're putting all the story pieces in your head.
Yeah.
And you know, it almost sounds like arson, and you're trying to put this together and that together. It's really, just that part alone is really great.
Yes. When I didn't know the whole story behind the imaginary author's line, all that sort of thing. So I thought, just a testament to how well this is conceived and assembled, I thought it was really a person who'd written a book. Like I thought it was real, and I thought that he had been inspired by this person and book to make the scent, not knowing that he made up the person and the whole concept. And I just have to be really, you know, I don't want to get away from the scent too much, but I mean, I really was impressed and kind of just awestruck by the creativity behind this. I mean, so many people have just made sense, you know what I mean? But this dude made a whole backstory and like, I mean, it's really something to behold, you know? You really need to check it out if you haven't already. It's so cool. So
going back to the scent, the vanilla, you know, there's different, like, you try different vanillas in certain scents. And as far as like the denseness of the vanilla, it's kind of middle of the road. It's not super dense, and it's not just, you know, Jean-Claude Ellman vanilla. Right. Okay. Right. So it's about middle of the road, and I think that's perfect. For this type of scent too. And as it dries down, that burning wood note tames down too, which is good. And so towards the end of the life, you know, you kind of have just kind of it's almost musky, but it's not. It's just like a little woody, woodiness to the vanilla. It's really nice. Yeah, it is. And I think this is more for men, just because of that burning wood smell. Kind of evokes more of a ruggedness, but it's like a handsome ruggedness. It's, you know, so I really like that. Yes, this is a handsome fragrance. Yeah, that's right. Bang for buck, this is $80 for a 60 ml. And I have to say, this is one of those fragrances that is worth every penny. I mean, this is completely worth it. Yeah. It's really good. The pricing is, I was really shocked by the pricing. Yeah. Because, you know, a lot of times when you have a house like this, indie, they kind of aim high. Yeah. You know, $80 for $60 or $80 for 60 mil is a fantastic deal. Yeah. And you won't need much of this per wearing, I don't think, to get the job done. And yeah, good deal. And what about compliments? No. And that is my one point of contention with this fragrance. Yeah. So here's the time to do that. Stephanie thought it was meh, so she wasn't real impressed. But that aside, as much as I like this fragrance and appreciate what it does and the concept behind it, I would say this is not a people pleaser fragrance. And in my opinion, I appreciate the art of it more than I do the practicality of it. You know what I mean? I don't think that it's too hard to wear. I mean, it's not hard to wear. It's not unwearable. Yeah. But it's just not. It's not going to be something people are going to go, "What are you wearing?" Right. I don't think that it does that. And maybe he didn't intend for it to do that. But just go in knowing that, you know, this isn't going to be an Aventus or a La Nuit or anything like that. It's a little more for you than it is for everyone else. So just know that. Yeah. You know, my wife doesn't like vanilla, so she didn't really know what to think. But I didn't really get any notices either, partly because it kind of sits a little close. Yeah. It doesn't really push out very far. But I do agree with you. I think it's one of those fragrances. I think it's very good, and I think there are people that are going to like it. It is very wearable, but I do think I agree with what you're saying. It's not one of those fragrances that you're probably going to get a lot of compliments on.
Yeah.
That being said, no one's going to hate it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
it's true.
Final rating.
I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
It's a fantastic fragrance, fantastic value. It's unique and different. The only thing that holds me back is what we just talked about, where I just don't think that it would be real popular around your friends and family, and so I like for my stuff to be pleasing to everyone else. So that's the only reason I do like the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 too. I think this is a really wonderful fragrance. I think it's worth every penny.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, and the concept is very unique. And it's also, too, it can be kind of a conversation starter. Yeah. If someone does smell it, ask you what you're wearing, you can kind of explain the whole concept, and that can really grab people.
Yeah.
So I think that's really, really great.
It is cool.
But yeah, I think for me, it's probably not perfect, but I think it's really good.
Agreed.
So I like it a lot.
Yeah. Good
anyway,
job.
Let us know what you think of Memoirs of a Trespasser down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next week. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Bye.